Stand in modern Lyon and look around. Highways curve along the rivers. Apartment blocks rise on Fourvière's slopes. Trains rush through tunnels beneath the city. The vast open space of Place Bellecour stretches wide and orderly at the centre. Lyon feels connected, industrial, confident, France's great crossroads between north and south. Now remove it. Remove the boulevards. Remove the rail lines. Remove the Renaissance facades of Vieux Lyon. Lower the skyline. Replace stone embankments with muddy riverbanks. Replace apartment blocks with timber houses and scattered ruins. It is the year 1000. Lyon is not France's second city. It is not yet the Renaissance silk capital. It is a reduced but persistent settlement built on Roman foundations, clinging to its position at the meeting point of two rivers. This is Lyon after Empire, before Revival, a river city slowly reawakening. From Lugdunum to medieval Lyon, Lyon began as Lugdunum, founded in 43 BCE as a Roman colony. It became one of the most important cities in Roman Gaul. At its height, it served as an administrative capital, a religious centre, and a hub of trade. Amphitheaters crowned the hill of Fourvière. Aqueducts carried water across valleys. Forums and temples stood in monumental stone. Lugdunum was a symbol of Roman order in Gaul. But by the 5th century, Roman political authority collapsed across Western Europe. Invasions, internal conflicts, and economic contraction reshaped the region. Urban populations declined dramatically. Lyon survived, but on a smaller scale. By 1000 AD, the great Roman structures still existed in part. The amphitheatre on Fourvière remained visible. Segments of aqueducts stood outside the city. Roman stone blocks were reused in medieval churches and homes. The Roman past lingered in the landscape, but it no longer defined daily life. Geography, the power of two rivers. Lyon's defining feature has always been geography. It sits at the confluence of the Rhône River and the Saône River. In 1000, these rivers are not bordered by engineered quays. Their banks are uneven and muddy. Flooding is common. Seasonal shifts change their shape. But these waterways are also Lyon's lifeline. The Rhône connects north toward Burgundy and south toward the Mediterranean. The Saône links inland trade routes across eastern France. Even during periods of limited long-distance commerce, river transport remains far more efficient than overland travel. Boats move slowly along these currents, carrying grain, wine, timber, livestock, and salt. Political authority in the year 1000. In 1000, Lyon is not firmly part of the Kingdom of France. Instead, it lies within the broader sphere of the Holy Roman Empire. Imperial authority, however, is distant and indirect. Local power rests primarily with the archbishop of Lyon. There is no communal government in the modern sense. Urban self-rule will develop in later centuries. In 1000, Lyon is very much a bishop's city. The urban landscape. If you walk through Lyon in 1000, you find a compact settlement clustered mainly along the western bank of the Saône. The Roman hill of Fourvière still looms above, but the population has shifted closer to the river for trade and practical living. City walls enclose a modest area. Beyond them lie vineyards, cultivated fields, and scattered hamlets. Buildings are mostly timber-framed with stone foundations where possible. Roman ruins provide convenient construction material. Narrow lanes wind between houses. There is no grand square comparable to modern Place Bellecour. No monumental civic architecture dominates the skyline. Church towers rise above the rooftops, but they are modest by later Gothic standards. Public infrastructure is basic. Wells supply water, drainage is poor, waste disposal is inconsistent. Compared to its Roman predecessor, Lyon in 1000 is smaller and less monumental. But it is not abandoned. It is alive. Population and social structure. Lyon's population, around 1000, likely ranges between 10,000 and 15,000 inhabitants, modest yet significant for the period. Society is layered. The archbishop and cathedral clergy, minor nobles tied to rural estates, merchants and traders, artisans and labourers, peasants who move between countryside and city, urban and rural life are deeply interconnected. Many residents maintain agricultural ties beyond the walls. Food production remains the foundation of economic stability. Its trade is regional, supported by river networks. Still, its position gives it long-term potential. Daily life along the water. Daily life begins at dawn. Church bells structure the day. Markets gather near river landings and church courtyards. Boats unload goods brought along the Rhône and Saône. Artisans work in small workshops. Millers grind grain using river power. Tanners process hides. Blacksmiths forge tools and horseshoes. Bakers prepare bread in communal ovens. The church as stabilizing force Lyon has been an important Christian center since late antiquity. Early martyrs of the 2nd century are remembered in local tradition. That legacy remains powerful in 1000. The cathedral chapter serves as the city's institutional anchor. Clergy maintain Latin literacy, copy manuscripts, and issue legal documents. Cathedral schools educate future priests and administrators. In a fragmented political world, ecclesiastical institutions provide continuity. While borders shift and noble alliances change, the church remains. Modern Lyon is shaped by commerce and industry. Medieval Lyon is shaped by its bishop and cathedral. Memory of Rome, reality of the Middle Ages. Walking through the city, you would still see Roman remnants. The ancient amphitheater stands partially ruined on Fourvière hill. Massive stone blocks from temples appear in church walls. Fragments of inscriptions survive in reused masonry. Yet daily life feels thoroughly medieval. There are no imperial ceremonies, no Roman legions, no functioning public baths or grand forums. Instead, Lyon exists as a layered city, Roman foundations supporting medieval adaptation. This layering becomes central to its identity. The slow reawakening. Around the year 1000, Europe begins a gradual transformation. Agricultural improvements increase food supply. Populations grow. Trade slowly expands. Lyon is positioned to benefit. Its rivers connect north and south. Its ecclesiastical prestige attracts educated elites. Its geographic location places it between emerging French power and imperial influence. Unlike many Roman cities that vanished entirely, Lyon endured. It shrank, adapted, and survived. A city between empires. In 1000, Lyon stands between worlds. It is no longer Roman in power, yet Rome's memory shapes its stones. It is not fully French in identity, but it gradually moves toward the Capetian sphere. It lies within the orbit of the Holy Roman Empire, yet governed locally by its archbishop. It is smaller than its past, but not broken. At the meeting of the Rhône and Saône, Lyon persists because geography demands it. Water flows, trade passes, people gather. 1,000 years ago, Lyon was not the bustling metropolis we know today. It was a quiet but enduring river town, rebuilding, adjusting, and preparing for centuries of growth still to come. If you enjoyed stepping back into medieval Lyon, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more journeys into the past. History isn't gone, it's just layered beneath our feet.